purpose is the car, faith is the gas, it's the fuel. You put that fuel in that car and you're able to go.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Confab Experience. Hello, ladies. How are you doing?
Hi, Siobhan.
Hi, Siobhan.
Today, we have a very special episode of the Confab Experience. We are joined today by Shemaiah Jones. Now, Shemaiah is an entrepreneur, a mentor, a business coach, a speaker, a wife, and a mother.
Wow.
Wow. She is also the founder of Crown 31, which is an inspirational lifestyle brand that's purpose is to empower authentically, style gracefully, and build legacy. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, ladies, gorgeous queens. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited.
We're excited to have you.
Absolutely.
So just jumping right in. So you have said that your mission is to help women build purposeful and profitable lives holistically. Can you give us a little more info on why that's like a passion of yours? How did you get into that sort of thing?
Yes. So when I started business in 2016, I started for all the wrong reasons. I started because I wanted to make money, and I was purposed to help women push them into their purpose. But I think a lot of times we really, fall back or push back from what we're really called to do because we feel as though, I won't make any money doing that. If I'm purposed to do something, where's the money in it? If I'm purposed to help other people, how am I going to make money? And one of the things that I realized is that purpose means that you are in service. People go where they are served. So whenever you are serving, people will come, people will pay. So that's why I tell people all of the time, go after purpose and not necessarily profit. Because when you go after purpose, profit will follow. Profit is the icing on the cake. It's the cherry on top. So when you go after your purpose, and what is your purpose? Whatever you get up in the morning, and I always tell my clients this, what is that one thing you get up and do for free? If you never got a dime for doing this one thing, what is it? That is what you are purposed to do. That's what you are passionate about. That's what drives you. That's what will push you when a pandemic hits. That will cause you to pivot if you need to. So this is what I am so passionate about. I tell women, chase purpose, profit will follow.
I love that.
Amazing.
Love that. Chase profit. I mean, not chase profit, chase purpose. Profit will follow.
Purpose. You will never work a day in your life if you are in purpose. Because you are doing exactly what you love. You are doing exactly what you are placed on this earth to do. It's a win-win situation.
Love it.
I love that. And it almost leads wonderfully into the next question. Can you give us some advice about the advice that you would have for somebody that's a little bit unsure of their purpose or maybe feeling a little bit unfulfilled, but they know that they want to take that side hustle to the next level?
Yeah, I always say, for me, the biggest thing I had to do was pivot. And like I said, I went back to the drawing board because I got to a point where I felt absolutely unfulfilled. I had did LA Fashion Week a couple of times, and I'm still like, what am I on this earth to do? I still would wake up mornings and feel as though like there's more. So it goes back to the idea or the thought of what am I called to do? And I always say that thing that will push you no matter what. Yeah. That thing that you are called to, you're called to be the answer to the problem, right? And the one thing, like I said, if you are not in service, you are out of purpose. You have to serve. Purpose means I am serving. So if you are stuck, if you are feeling unfulfilled, or if you're feeling like, oh my God, what am I on this earth to do? Go back to the drawing board and ask yourself, am I serving? Yeah. How am I serving others? And I think that's the thing that we run away from. We don't want to serve. We don't want to serve.
Right.
Where's the glamour in service? You know,
right.
where's the you know, where's the accolades and the awards and who's saying your name? But I have realized that when you are in service, people will follow you, people will flock to you because you have what they need.
Right.
So you got to give people what they need. You got to find what it is that you're called to do. And in that industry and in that purpose or service, how am I solving a problem? How am I a solution to the problem?
Yeah.
Right.
So
that is so powerful. Awesome. No, it really is. I think people,
awesome.
we don't think enough about service and helping others and being the solution to a problem.
Right.
It just kind of changes the viewpoint of going into your own business.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But when people think about going into their own business or branching out on their own, one of the things that really they get hooked up on is the money aspect of how can I start if I don't have money, if I don't have the capital to start off. But we've all heard the phrase like it takes money to make money. Do you subscribe to that viewpoint?
Yes and no. And here's why. Because I say that because of this. I tell my clients, invest in what's going to give you a return. You put the money into what's going to make you the money. So I always say, you go into business, you invest in a coach, invest in knowledge, invest in what's going to help you master your craft.
Yes.
Buying the fancy tissue paper, you know, and the packaging.
But it's so pretty.
It's so pretty. Right. I have a client right now. Seriously, I've had to cut down her expenses. I'm like, you're doing too much. They don't care about that stuff. They want the product, right? We'll find that stuff cheaper. But what you're doing right now with investing with me as your coach, that's going to make you money. And she sold out within the first month of her relaunch of her product. Wow. So that you have to invest in what's going to bring you a return. I tell people, invest in the coach, invest in the courses, invest in the masterclass. You see all of these, and I've been saying this as well, during this downtime, the pandemic, for business owners, this is where we go and look, they have free game out there. The millionaires are giving out free master classes.
Right.
They're giving out classes for $100 to show us how to build six-figure incomes. Those are the investments you should absolutely be making into your business. All of the other stuff will follow. If you have the knowledge on how to market, on how to gain traction, you know how to do that well, that is going to bring the money. Then you can buy the pretty tissue paper and the boxes and all of the branding and all of that stuff. Because we want to look good, but we don't have the knowledge.
Right.
You know, and that's the thing that we want to look successful, but we really don't have the knowledge on how to remain successful. It's easy to get in business, but to sustain one is extremely hard. So you need to invest in what's going to keep you in business.
Yes.
I have a friend who invested $6,500 in a coach. She made $22,000 on her launch. So she made that money back plus more because she invested in what was going to give her a return. So yes, it takes money to make money, but spend it wisely, invest it wisely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. I almost feel like you're talking to me because I know that I would be the person who would want it to be nice and pretty.
Sparkly.
Look, I'm looking at her background. I'm looking at her background. Like, oh yeah, that's my girl right there. That's my girl.
It'd be so pretty and so concerned about the look and all of that. And I would spend so much time doing it. But I love that you said that. Yeah. One of the things that I know that we have spoken about, and I know that a lot of people struggle with, is as a woman, how do you carve out time for your business, especially when you are just you're just getting started and, you know, you're a mom, you're a wife, you have all of these things that are going on. And there are other women as well who have those things. And then maybe this is not their full-time thing yet. So what would you say, how do you put the time in? How do you carve it out?
One of the things that I help women understand is when building a business, being a mom, or just having different things going on in your life, you want to create systems. Anytime you talk to a millionaire, they always talk about systems. So if you go to any type of multi-million-dollar corporation, they have different systems in order to make that corporation run efficiently.
Yes.
So how are we trying to do life, be moms, be students, be 9-to-5ers, and be business women if we don't have systems in place? Yeah. So what I always share with women is everything in your life is a system. Being a wife is a system. Being a mother is a system. Being a business owner is a system. Mm-hmm. So all of these different systems, you have to figure out, how can I run these systems efficiently? And then when you start doing that, so for instance, me being a mom and being a wife, I have to understand that, okay, my husband needs some time, right? So I have this system in place with him and I, making sure that we have time together. We spend time together. We're off the phone by a certain time. We close the laptops at a certain time. We put baby to bed by a certain time, right? Being a mom. Now, this is where it gets right? And I'm learning this. I'm not perfect at this at all, y'all. I am learning this because it's very, very difficult, because what I've been doing for some time was I was putting my business before my husband and my child, and that became a problem. Right. So I was like, okay, I have to figure this out to where I can run my business efficiently and run my home efficiently. So with my daughter, now she's back in daycare currently, but when, I was able to, when she was home with me, I had to make sure that her little snacks were prepared. Yeah. Her lunch was prepared, dinner was, I'm still working on dinner and, things like that. So when it comes to your home, that's a system. Yeah. So you have to create these systems in order to run your home efficiently, your business efficiently, your 9-to-5 efficiently. You got to put yourself on a schedule. You got to, like if you have different, sometimes if you have two or more kids, each of those children may be a system. Right. You got to understand how you handle one child compared to the other. And it's just so amazing how as women, we can wear so many hats gracefully. And this is why I said, when you really implement it, it's a no-brainer. It just works. So you have to implement those systems. So when it comes to my business, I get up, and what I try to do at the top of every hour, 20 minutes, and at the top of each hour, I try to do something for the house. And that does not sound like a lot of time, but baby, listen, that's 20 minutes. And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, so I cleaned the whole kitchen in 20 minutes. Okay, let me get back to work. Yes. Right? Next hour, 20 minutes. Put the clothes in the washer.
Oh, I love this.
Dryer.
Yeah, I love it.
I feel like I'm taking notes. No, this is good.
Actually given to me by one of my mentors, but this is like one of the things that, just as women, we just run ourselves ragged. Yes. And then we're so hard on ourselves. Oh my God, I didn't do laundry today, or I didn't cook dinner. And it's like, we're just not setting these systems into place. So give yourself grace. Number one, I always tell women that, give yourself grace. Yeah. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't allow others to be hard on you. Just do life at your pace and with grace. Yeah. And when you set those systems into place, life and business will just begin to flow. You want things to be in alignment. You want things to flow in your life,
I love that though, because the four of us, we talk a lot about the emotional load that women carry. And sometimes like, I love the idea of the systems because it's something you can take off of your mind. Like I know that I have that 20 minutes set aside for the kitchen. I don't have to worry about that again. Like I don't have to keep thinking about it,
and because I am like, okay, my kitchen's a mess, my bathroom's a mess. I have to do like it becomes overwhelming. So if you're like, I just have to think at this one moment in time to do this one thing, and then I'll worry about something next hour.
Exactly.
Like, thinking about it all at the same time. It's like, it's too much. I'm just going to sit on the couch.
Yeah, I was going to say
that's me. That's me.
I was going to say that when it gets too much, when that reel starts going, I'm not doing, forget it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I ain't doing nothing. Yeah. All done.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm currently looking at the product of not doing anything.
One of the things that's so important as women, I always say this, give yourself time, give some time to yourself.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes I have to tell my husband, like, look, give me 15 minutes, take the baby, give me 15 minutes. I just need 15 minutes. And that's so important because especially as entrepreneurs, our minds are just going.
Yeah.
You know, there's highs and lows, there's valleys and mountains when it comes to entrepreneurship. And we need self-care. What is your self-care moment? Is it taking a 10-minute longer bath, you know, away from the baby? Or if you're just using the restroom, mine is when I use the restroom, I close the door and lock it. Like,
Right.
leave me alone.
Right.
Can I use the
Because they
bathroom,
will
please?
come in after you.
And talk to you.
Self-care.
Right.
You know, your self-care may be, okay, let me take 10 extra minutes in the car before I walk in the house. That's amazing. I don't know if you guys ever tried it. Try it, okay?
Yes.
Just sitting in the car, driving up to the house.
The car is an
not
amazing
walking in.
place. No, it's the amazing place.
It's a great feeling. Just kind of like resets you before you know, walk into all the madness. But
No, my husband has called me from the house. Like, babe, you still in the car? I'm like, I'm fine.
Pulled up 15 minutes ago. What's happening?
I'm fine. I'm coming. Just give me a second.
yes, that's self-care. Yes. So systems and just find some time for you. Just whatever it is, something small, whatever, just make it available for yourself.
Yeah. Well, that's actually a great segue. So you, I think through your social media and stuff, I get the impression you really preach holistic growth with your business, but also your family and your faith. So why is that approach really, really important to you?
Girl, faith, I'm telling you, faith is the foundation of everything for me. And I've learned that you can't be in business without faith. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how you can be in business without having some sort of faith. You know, if it's in God, or whoever you serve, or even in yourself, you know, faith is so it's needed. You know, even being a mom and a wife, you know, having the faith to understand that I can do this. I'm graced for this, you know, because there's moments where I just want to completely break down and just run off and never come back. But when you have a faith and a foundation of faith, it's like that. It drives that purpose. It's really, you know, purpose is the car, faith is the gas. You know, it's the fuel. You put that fuel in that car, and you're able to go. Right. So I'm very big on faith. I'm very big on women believing in themselves, believing in God, having a relationship with Him. You know, I'm a believer. I believe in Jesus Christ, and you know, I try to honor Him with my life and with my business. And I've seen a complete difference when I've included Him in my daily affairs. Woo! Yeah. Oh, it's powerful. It'll shift your mindset. You know, and that's why it's so important to have some sort of faith, because it deals with the mind, it deals with the heart. And in business, it's needed. You got to have faith. You got to have some sort of, you know, a firmness, you know, in yourself, and that you can do this, because business is crazy, especially during the pandemic. My goodness, like I wanted to just be like, okay, yeah, bye. I'm not doing this anymore. So many times. Yeah. Right. So many times. You know, I've wanted to walk away from marriage. I'm just being real. Yeah. Right. Marriage is hard. It's hard. If you guys aren't praying together, you know, if you aren't praying together, if you aren't coming together and having some sort of faith, you guys aren't on the same page spiritually, it's hard. Right. It's hard. Even when you are on the same page spiritually, it's hard. Still hard. So so yes, I'm very big on faith. I'm very big on, you know, being in alignment with your faith and being centered and, you know, believing in yourself. That's what it's all about. Right. That's what it's all about.
Well, speaking of your business and the pandemic, so we've talked all about your business acumen, and, you know, obviously you are awesome and know exactly what you're talking about. So tell the people about Crown 31. Tell them where they can find you, how they can follow you, what services you offer. Pub yourself, girl.
Yes. Well, you know what? It's crazy because I did start in business with e-commerce stores. So I started with an online shoe store and I started with a clothing line. But like I said, I was purposed to empower women. And during that time, I also started a women's empowerment network that never went lacking. It was always provided for. Somehow I made more money with the network than I did with my online stores. Yeah. So I knew I was in alignment then. So that was what shifted me to create a lifestyle brand that offered services and offered events. Our events always sell out. We've done online events and things like that. So now we've moved into mentorship and group coaching. So I have an online group coaching and mentorship program that's doing phenomenal. We have 2 sessions left, and I've literally brought in some amazing women. I say, you know what? I'm not going to do all the talking. I'm going to bring in the women who are the bosses. So we have been talking about emotional intelligence. We've been talking about branding correctly, defining our purpose and being in alignment with our purpose. So it's just been an amazing, amazing journey. And you can still join if you would like to. You can join at Crown 31. So it's Crown without the O. So CRWN 31.com. And it's right there. We have a podcast. We'll be working on season 3 actually, and launching that soon. So and follow me on Instagram, which is smonique.j. smonique.j. And I'm also on these fabulous ladies page, probably commenting and liking everything. So you can find me through there, okay? Yeah, I love it. So yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it really is good.
Absolutely.
This has been amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. You dropped all the knowledge gems. We appreciate it.
Oh,
wonderful.
Oh, thank you, ladies.
So I have our game today. Our game today, we're going to play Who Would Survive? And I thought with the women empowerment and like women boss and CEOs, that we would kind of do the women empowerment edition.
Okay.
So I'm going to give us 3 women that we all know and are fans of, I think.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll see.
And you'll tell us we'll all get a chance to say who we think would survive first, second, and last on a desert island. Okay. So we have.
Are they on the same desert island?
They're not competing against each other.
Okay.
It's not a survivor situation.
No.
I just want to know.
We're not seeing who.
You might have to get scrappy. I just want
to know. Okay, so we have the Oprah Winfrey.
Okay.
We have we have the Oprah Winfrey. We have Shonda Rhimes.
Okay.
Wow. And we have Michelle Obama.
What? Why are you doing this?
Why are you trying to knock these women out, Monique?
What?
Why would you do this?
Oh yeah.
What, you gonna take a sip of your tea after you say those 3 names?
So out of these 3 women, who would survive
the longest?
The longest.
Right.
Michelle and your rationale Obama. Behind them all.
Yeah.
So Oprah, Michelle Obama, and Shonda Rhimes.
Wow. Who wants to go
first?
first?
Say Michelle Obama.
Survives the longest?
Or goes first? Okay.
Survives the longest, meaning on the island alive. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I would say she is just so resourceful to me. Like, I feel like she will be making a boat out of sticks and leaves. And I mean, I just feel like she is so resourceful and so knowledgeable. I love her. So that's probably, I don't know. I may just be saying that because I'm biased. I love Michelle Obama. Okay.
You're not.
I really do.
You're not alone.
Okay. So, but she's just so resourceful and knowledgeable. Like, and she's sassy. You got to be sassy to survive some stuff. You know, she has a little sass, just enough for you to be like, okay, girl. Yeah. And then, just enough. And then she gets back to the, classy first lady mode. So I'm gonna go with Miss Obama. Mrs. Obama.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like I want to go next.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I want to jump in the middle so that by the time you guys answer, they will have forgotten what I said. Because I feel like this entire game is completely blasphemous. Like just so that we're clear. Okay. I'm only doing this to be, fun and playable. So who will die first, or just survive the least longest? I won't say die. Oprah's going.
What?
Let me tell you why. Because while I know that she comes from, small beginnings, and she pulled herself up by her bootstraps. She has been a billionaire for a very long time.
Yes.
And as we can attest, as we play What Would You Do for $1 Million, and we don't even have a small amount of her money, that bougie sets in quickly. So I just don't think Oprah remembers that. Like, she's got people cooking her Weight Watchers food and stuff. Like, I just don't think she remembers what to do to survive. So Oprah, I think, is going first. And then I really do think Michelle is going to go second. I know. Even though she got them guns, and as first lady, she would show them guns with all her fashion and stuff. I just also think that, being in the White House and all that, maybe she has forgotten, and being a lawyer by trade, like she maybe forgot a little bit how to
she still got South Side of her. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that will help her, but yeah.
It'll help her Shonda, in second place, is what I hear her say.
Come in second place, exactly. Shonda, she has literally written every scenario.
I mean, true.
Okay, all of Grey's Anatomy.
Surviving plane crashes.
Surviving
kidnappings from terrorists.
Exactly.
That is true.
She wrote Olivia Pope. Like, she knows how to get her way out of every situation. She wrote Private Practice. Like, do you guys understand her mind? And then, of course, she had that book, The Year of Yes. So she just knows. I think that she knows how to, she's gonna be able to scrap her way out of, and she'll be the last the longest.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
Listen. There's no scenario where there's a competition, Oprah's in it, and Oprah, for me, doesn't come out the victor. Okay. Oprah lived on, she's from the deep South. Okay. They didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. When you grow up with that, I don't care how much money you get, you don't forget that. If in a pandemic, when people are like, oh, I need to get food, Oprah, I bet you had a pantry of canned food. Do you want to know why? Because she probably was like, you just never know. You just never know. That's why Oprah
stuck with her.
Oprah's a billionaire, and yet she still gardens. She still gardens because she knows you got to keep your own food, because you never know when the supply chain is going to be out. Y'all see the pictures and think it's pretty. And she's like, survival.
So you think she got top ramen, pork and beans, Vienna sausage? I
just wouldn't put it past her.
Pork and beans.
I wouldn't put it past her. Okay. I just wouldn't put it past her. And then, Shonda Rhimes and Michelle Obama. Listen. Michelle is going to come in second because, Shonda is fine, but I don't really know Shonda, the way that I know Michelle.
That you're intimately familiar
with
Michelle Obama and Oprah.
Your best friend, Michelle. Yeah.
Oprah is the oracle. I think we can all say that Oprah's the oracle. Michelle Obama has been in our house for 8 years. Michelle Obama sent my daughter a birthday announcement. I don't know what she did for y'all, but she sent my daughter a birthday I mean, like, welcome to the world. Her and Barack. That's what they did for me. So Shonda didn't do that. Now, Shonda can write, but I'm sure it's all in her head. She makes characters that are strong enough to get through this. I don't know about Shonda's character. So Shonda's going to come in last for me, but I respect what you're saying there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Javon.
God, you guys
That was
have
a good
some
one.
really good arguments. Really, really good arguments.
Oh.
You know, I agree that Oprah is the oracle and she transcends, right? But I also think that she has gotten to the point where she is so in service of other people. We talked about being in service of other people.
Okay.
That she would be willing to like share her crop but to the point of detriment, right? Like I think that she would be,
Too giving.
Maybe too like prophesizing things and like saying wise things. And maybe recognizing that she has given the world over, and that maybe it is her time.
She would just give her life.
She is gonna give up the ghost.
Life.
Yeah.
I feel like I can imagine you guys in an interview where they're like, "What's your weakness?" And you're like, "I'm just too kind." Like these answers are like, she's just so awesome that she would go first.
Because this is just wrong to even think about. Okay? As a concept is just wrong. So we have to justify it to ourselves. So to me, Oprah goes first.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I mean, you know how I also feel about Oprah. I cried. I went to see her and I cried. Okay.
I know. Me too. I got it. Yeah.
I am cold-hearted, but I cried when I saw Oprah.
Yeah. Me too.
And while I agree that Shonda Rhimes has the creative ability in her mind, she also created those like resources and outlets for those people that may not exist in real life.
A little too fantastical.
Like, oh, this person just so happened to be walking by and rescued and whatever. That doesn't happen. So I'm going to say I think Michelle Obama takes it. I think she takes it. She keeps herself in shape. She's doing her push-ups. She also gardens. Let's not forget. She builds her temple on all those organic foods. She's ready.
That's true.
So that I think Michelle takes it.
Okay.
That's two for Michelle.
I agree. I think Michelle Obama is the last one standing in this situation. I think South side of Chicago is gonna come right back to her. I think she's scrappy if she needs to. I think she's gonna get it. And I also think that Oprah, I agree, she's been rich too long, I think. And I just don't think that those things are gonna just come right back to her. I think
I guarantee you Oprah has charcoal in her house so that she needs to build a pit outside, she could do it. But y'all out here, y'all sleeping on her. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
She is pretty down to earth.
For a billionaire.
So I understand from people who have met her. But for a billionaire, exactly. Okay. And then Shonda Rhimes, I think she gets second place just because I do agree that her imagination should be able to, think things through in a way that maybe some other folks wasn't able to actually put it together. But so that's my thoughts. Right. Oprah, when you listen to this episode, just know that we all truly do love you.
We love you. We adore you.
Yes. But one of us loves you more, Oprah.
Oh gosh. All right, guys. Thank you for playing.
Well, thank you so much, Shemaiah, for being here with us today. We had so much fun with you. Thank you for coming through and representing Cali and all the business things. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies, so much again. Thank you.
For sure.
Absolutely.
And to our listening audience, thank you for hanging out and sticking with us and playing with us and chilling with us and all the fun things. And we hope that you have
Bye.
Continue the experience on our social media handles at The Confab Experience.